Boxer. Welcome to my live stream. So anyway guys, this is a video, it's a drawing practice video, and a live recording. I will be using these tools for my art, and I'm going to enhance the color of this video because I want it bright. I want it very bright where you can see it better. And I like how YouTube has made the settings where you can do that. So anyway, thanks for my 72 subscribers. And this live stream is totally for you guys. So anyway, let's cut to the chase. I wrote some notes, messy handwriting I know, from my last live stream. My last live stream had technical difficulties. But right now I'm going to draw from How to Draw Heroic Anatomy, the Best of Wizard Basic Training. And it is a good book. I'm borrowing it from my art teacher. I've told you guys about it before. And the author is Dave Gibbons, and that's him right there, of course. And so now he goes into the whole thing, guys, of perspective, of everything. And the thing I like about this art book, it goes into perspective like you wouldn't believe. Even more, in some ways, even more, well, actually in a lot of ways, it even goes into more than How to Draw the Marvel Way, because this is like the updated version. And so I am going to draw some more on 1-point perspective, because I did that right here from my last live stream, and I'm going to do that here. And hello viewer, and I'm going to make sure I put these settings on all messages are visible. Here we go. Now I'm going to draw this 1-point perspective, and let's start. So I've been drawing for a long time. I don't know all the aspects of drawing, but I am getting there. Slowly but surely. And this is just like a gesture drawing, so I don't expect it to be pitch perfect. I like gesture drawings a lot. They get my mind off things. So, there we go. Let's see. You get the idea. And now we're just going to put little markers here. A little man there. Character, whatever you want to call him. And here's another man. And I'm gonna put 6 feet 6 inches lines going this way, because that is for the whole width multiple times. Put it in here and do that. I'm just drawing what I see, guys. I'm a visual artist, so I draw what I see a lot. Now, just gonna fill it in. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special, but it's worth drawing because it really helps me understand what I'm drawing. I hope you like the classical music. It's one of the classical music pieces my dad, I borrowed from my dad. Oh, who's my favorite Avenger? Easy Carol asked. Who's my favorite Avenger? I would say either Captain America or Spider-Man, but I think primarily it's Spider-Man, you know, because he's such an awesome guy. Period. He's very colorful. Um who's your favorite Avenger? Easy Carol. And here's where the notes are. Where I'm gonna put the notes. The principal dash convergence. I'm just writing the notes down, guys. With parallel dash sides are seen in perspective. Sides are seen in perspective. So, like, these are the parallel sides seen in perspective, period. And viewer appear to meet at horizontal line. And the horizontal line has no convergence. And the rest of those notes I will put down in later. I don't want to mess up my art. But I'll just put like vanishing point. And where should I put the vanishing point? Right here. Because that's always where the vanishing point goes. Like, the farther it goes back, there's the vanishing point. That's what I've learned. 1 point perspective. I'm going to write down some more notes on 1 point perspective, and then I'll carry on with the drawings. Construct a 1 point. I'm just like writing from the book, you know, for my notes to help me with my comic book that I'm doing. I'm on the 13th page. It's turning out all right. It's black and white, but when I edit it digitally, it's gonna have a little bit of color to it. Point from previous. And the reason why I'm doing this comic book that I'm working on is to really do something new, something that no one has ever seen before. It's a scary comic, but it's interesting in its own format. What's the comic called? I haven't copyrighted it yet. Easy Score. I haven't copyrighted it or trademarked it yet, so I can't really say what it is. But I can say a little bit of what it's about. It's about a werewolf, and he has powers like okay, Easy Score. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, he has a lot of superpowers. He's a villain. Also, he is a creator of things. So he's really interesting. He's something new entirely. That's as far as I can go with it. So the notes, other notes I'm gonna put down later. And now advanced perspective. Oh my word. I'll even show it. This is advanced perspective right here. This is as good as it gets. Oh man. And it goes advanced perspective by Jim Calafiore. I think that's the correct way to say his name. It's hard to get it onto the live stream, but that's another thing. I need to get a new phone holder for my live streams. But it goes into how to do it all, period. So I'm gonna do is do a small sketch at the right corner of this part of the page because I like filling up the page, period. End of story. So it's also gonna show more of the vanishing point. And notice these lines. It's not exactly like in the book, but as you can tell, guys, the vanishing point is always in the middle. That is so crucial, because if you do not have a vanishing point in comic books, your comic book is not going to have any feeling. It's not going to have any realism or sense of realism in there. It's just going to be totally abstract without feeling. Now, my comic, it has abstract, but it's got some horizontal stuff in there, like landscapes and all, and so on. So, the reason why I'm studying this book again, the reason why I'm keep going through it, and like why I'm finally reading it, like since yesterday and all that, is because, like I said, it's really going to help me with my comic book. So, let's draw on the back of this page. And it goes thoroughly into the vanishing point. So what I'd like to do is just put advanced perspective. I'm just going to put a dot, like advanced perspective. And, okay. It talks about how he often stated and all that. Different techniques. It's not very important, I don't think. But, I'll put it when it comes to accurately representing and guys, the thing about art books, when you're going through an art book, you'll be drawing, be prepared for this, you'll be drawing like a lot, but you'll also be writing down more notes than the drawing, because when you're writing the notes, you can understand what you're drawing better, and it's great to go over your notes. And I probably have nowhere to say in that, because I need to go over my notes. I hadn't done that in a while, but it's really important to put down your notes, because that will help you enormously in your art. Okay, comes accurately representing, foreshortening, my favorite word, foreshortening. Guys, without foreshortening, there wouldn't be art. Art is just nowhere without foreshortening. Objects. And I'll make that an 8. Creating the illusion. Remember that word, illusion, because it's used in art a lot. Of depth. You must no perspective. And I'm just gonna go into it a little bit more into the writing, and then I will draw some more on the vanishing point. Okay, I'm trying to read this in the bright light. Subtleties of perspective. Three dots. Even in this lesson, or the next, using perspective. I like to write my handwriting quick, like cursing sometimes, you know, cursing handwriting. On page, I'm gonna put 28, like in the book, because that might, you know, I might need to go over my notes and remember to go over in the book when I'm able to go back to the book before I give it back to Jonathan. As with any I'm gonna put that for technique. You're interested in looking for a book. This is where it gets interesting here. On subject at a store or your local library. And I'll just put, fix that. I'll just put let's go. So anyway, and I've got tons of comic books I'm definitely gonna draw from, guys. Not in this live stream, but hopefully soon in another live stream. I don't know when, but I'm gonna try to do that within this month. So now the Vanisher, the vanishing point. The Vanisher. Alrighty, so let's draw. A panel. Let's draw the vanishing lines. I know they're a little messy, but I'm still working on it. And let's draw some buildings here. Some more buildings. And see how it goes further back? That's the vanishing part of it. That's the vanishing point. Because without the vanishing point, you've got nothing. Nothing. And now, figure A and fig B. I'm going to put the old or vanishing point lines I did, like on a previous page, So that's Fig. Excuse me, Fig A. And now, why did I put Fig A? Why did I put Fig B? Let's go over that. And I thought, guys, I was gonna go more to this perspective, but there's plenty of more books I want to go over. So I'm just gonna go through this. I'm definitely gonna draw this. Then I'm gonna draw this. So definitely after I draw these, I will go into how to draw the marble way. So we will start with 1 point for perspective. Fig A and B. Looks more like a P, so I'll fix that. And let's see. Perspective. Lines. Perspective lines. Trying to remember where I was at with it. Perspective lines, okay. Originated from a single point. Called a, like I said before, vanishing point, which sits on what is called horizon line. So this right here is a horizontal line. I call it horizontal, but they call it horizon line. But this is the horizontal line. This is where everything is pointing. Because this is the ground, it can be the floor, it can be, whatever you want it to be, but as long as people are standing on it, that's the horizontal line. Make no mistake, you always have to use horizontal line. I'm gonna put some more heads and stuff. Just having fun. I love this book. This is a good book. So, if an object, I'm gonna put object for object. Oh no, I'm gonna put just object. Come on, Jake. No shortcuts. If an object is oriented to a plane, such as the Earth, then the Earth, let me see. I'm trying to, it's darker over here than it is over here, so Earth, and that line is actually, then it actually the horizon. line. But this is the part I like. But it doesn't have to be. That's important. I didn't even know that. This line can also be called the eye line. Whichever you call it, the line runs parallel to the camera. So now, that is it of figure A and figure B. Now we're going to go down to here. So, Child's Play. That's what it's called, believe it or not, Child's Play. Gonna put some more panels here. Again, we're not looking for it to be perfect. So this is figure C, and the bottom one is figure D. So let's start drawing. And I'm just gonna draw this here. Window. Well, that's the window. Just like a figure drawing, you know. Doesn't have to be perfect. I like figure drawings a lot. They're really nice to do. And now we're going to do figure D. And this is where everything is tilted further downward. So, yeah, this is not perfect, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Alrighty, now we got figure C, figure D done. Now let's write about them. 1 point per perspective. Foreshortening. And oriented for vanishing point. I'll put the rest here. The other two dimensions. Like Marvel dimensions. Height, width, remain, parallel to camera. Dash right here. Plane. Perspective. can be manipulated to change the feel and mood of the room by altering the camera angle. Fig D. Sorry, I just got a text on my phone. I'll attend to it later. We've lowered the camera angle to a child's level. That's why it's called Child's Play, I do believe. Notice how the horizon line has not changed. Only our relation to it has. Alright, now we're done with that part of the perspective. And now let's go into drawing superhero perspective. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just gonna draw its head. Want to make sure I do this right. Give him some more of a cape right here. And there we have Thor. Now let's, and this is figure E, by the way, figure E. Point the camera up more. Hopefully it'll stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we got 7 lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna fill it up. This is figure G. Now, figure E. I'm excited to draw figure E. Let's draw figure E. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where you're like looking at a worm's eye view, I think. Just gonna keep adding to it. You know, like from the book. And we have pretty much a worm's eye view. Not perfect, but I think it looks kind of silly that way, but I don't know. It's your opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Figure F. Okay. Now, let's write down what all this is about. What all this perspective is. So, okay. All foreshortening relies on perspective. ESP for especially. ORG, organic shapes. Here's two. Here's two very extreme angle shots of Thor, the mighty Thor. Fig E and F. So Fig E, Fig F. Now Fig G, figure G, and center tells us what about the relative. Switch page over. Relative position. Relative position of various body parts width of his shoulders compared to the set of his feet. The fall of his cape in relation to his feet. The fall of his cape in relation to his elbows, etc., etc. Translating, this is the lines of 1 point perspective. We should get an accurate foreshort of the figure. Alright. Let's get it back. Now the usual aspects where the X-Men are lined up. Let's write on here. The usual. Oh, suspects, not aspects. Suspects. With an exclamation mark. You can rely on perspective to maintain size rotations. We all know that Cyclops is shorter than all the rest. However, since he's the closest, pay attention to this now, he looks bigger than the others. Remember when I was telling you about vanishing point? The farther something is back, the closer something will appear. So the thing that's closest, that will appear to you closest, will look bigger. Especially when you're drawing people, monsters, dogs, cats, buildings, etc. Follow the perspective line and you'll see Cyclops head hits Colossus. I'll put Colossus for Colossus. At about the shoulder. At about the shoulder. Besides, keeping the respective heights of care for characters, consistent perspective will keep characters consistent with their surroundings in a street scene. It can prevent a character from being taller than a lamp post. Alrighty, now let's go into the drawing of these characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now remember, characters are like big guys, you know, big men, big superhero characters. They are usually 8 heads tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6 feet, 5 feet, 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, and 1 feet. Alright, let's fix that a little bit. Alright, now I'm just gonna do a bunch of gesture drawings. Remember what I said about Cyclops being the closest from the notes? Now Wolverine's head is like Wolverine, you know, is the smallest, of course. Not doing pretty well with Wolverine. That's okay. This is practice. And now Storm. And Jormont. And Nightcrawler. Alrighty, now we're done with this book for today. And let's move on to how to draw comics the Marvel way. Now, I'm just gonna go over in the first chapter where I'm at, because it just, like, the first chapter just tells you about the story. I mean, like, tells you the tools you need. If you want to get this book and learn about the tools you need, I suggest you do that. Off topic, but what's your favorite music artist? I'm gonna see you later. Okay. What's my favorite music artist? I'm not certain. I don't have one, but yeah. I didn't get your texts. You know, your chatter messages. You know, your chat box earlier. Something's going on. My chat box isn't showing up. Either that, or I'm not paying close enough attention to it. So for my follower that, you know, has subscribed to me and has been watching this, I apologize for that. Anyway, it just goes over the preface, goes over the tools, and so this is the chapter 1, all right here. So I'm just gonna draw chapter 1, guys. So let's draw square, and I'm not gonna rush, but I'm not gonna slow down either. I'm just gonna draw like gesture drawing of the characters. And this is old school comic book art, because this book is from way back then, from I think the early 80s or 70s or something. And so this is Mr. Fantastic here. And I'm not gonna put the word bubble in there, but this is a close-up. Reader's eye view, about as close as possible. And now, medium shot. This is just character going like that, trying to punch the other character. This is a woman, superhero or supervillain. This is a bad guy trying to punch the superhero. And the reader's view is farther from away from head to toe and is called medium shot. Alrighty, now let's go on with it, the rest of it. Line right here, and this is where it goes into a long shot. And I'm even gonna put down what it's about, what a long shot is. Panoramic long shot. Wide angle scenes. That's all we need to know. And you can put no, that's about it. Now I'm just gonna draw in a tree here. bus, building, another tree, and a vehicle, another building, and there we are. We have a panoramic. That's how you say it. Panoramic, long shot. Now, let's continue with the rest of it. I do that sometimes. I make noises. It's part of my fun I have. And that's Spider-Man. I'm even gonna put in a little bit of thought bubbles here, just for fun. And this is, this is the worm's eye view. Worm's eye view, where it's here. When you're below the scene of action. And now let's draw the Human Torch flying here. And even put him off the pan a little bit. There's a submariner. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And they're yelling at each other. It says bird's eye view here. Above in the sky. That's all you need to know about that. And now, this is one of my favorite parts right here. Silhouette. So this is like when everything is as dark as can be. It's good for manga. It's good for anything. That's where the panel is, that describes. And this is silhouette. Okay. Solid black pictures. And that is the end of chapter 1. Now let's go into drawing likeness. And I've already got some notes on here, but let me see. Is this it? No. I got it here somewhere. Oh, it's okay. Because I've already written it down about the first part of the page, but it's okay. I'll just draw him again. Him right now. Make him have a little smile. Fix his. Even slightly turned head, the eyes, and this is for like positioning the eyes, are separated. Put a line there. Now, by more than the norm. Eye width apart. The eye level is centered in skull. Alright, let's go to the other page. The eyes on head does, well, these eyes do align, but doesn't. I think it aligns on here. Line up evenly across face. I'll just put it center. Sorry about that. Because like they need to be like aligned to present a likeness, and as you can see, these eyes do align. Now let's other eye, other head rather. In example, the woman's eyes are separated apart, which is norm for norm. But below the center line, which means as high as forehead. Now, page. page. And then I'm gonna call that a break with this page, you know, from this book. So yeah, I'm just like filling it up, what I see. It is not find close up set eyes. Not close up set eyes on a narrow head. Sorry. If you measure their spacing, you'll see that they're less than I would. We're done with this book for now. And now the final book, guys, and then that'll be the live stream. This is How to Draw Noir Comics. And I just going to go over it quick. Draw these drawings. The notes, like, these are a lot of notes to draw from. So what I guess I'll do, guys, is draw this later in another live stream starting tomorrow. Because there's just so many notes to put down. I've been live streaming for a little over an hour. And I didn't mean to intend to live stream that long. But yeah, next live stream, which is tomorrow. Same time, 2:30. I'll set up the schedule for that. But anyway, at time I will live stream this drawing. So anyway, guys, have a great day. See you soon. Keep up the build up like a mecha superhero. And make sure, for those who haven't subscribed, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Definitely give me comments on this live stream. I'll definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Let's listen to the music a little bit. I love this music. Okay. See you guys. Thanks. Bye.